everybody, welcome back to Health by Jessica. Today's video is a little bit of a personal experience video because I am doing a type of elimination diet that you may or may not have heard of before. A lot of people like to call it the carnivore diet, and I still haven't really made my mind up about what I want to call it, so it is an elimination diet for now. I am basically just eliminating all lectins from my diet. If you don't know what lectins are, they are essentially the plant's defense mechanism. So when plants are growing out in the wild, they have these little chemicals in them that try to protect the plant species, and what happens is when an animal ingests the plant, they can get sick, and that can prevent the plant from living, keep the plant species living on, And then also lectins are quite condensed in the seeds of plants, and the seeds of plants are what tend to pass through the animal whole, and then when the animal poops them out the other end, then the plant can grow again. So these lectins aren't all necessarily bad, but when you have leaky gut or gut inflammation or autoimmune issues, it could be worth trialing a period of a low lectin diet or a elimination diet, and then seeing if you have any resolution in your symptoms or your blood tests or how you feel. And then what you can do is you can slowly build your diet back up from there. So that's basically what I do with a lot of my clients. We all have different forms of elimination diets that we use, and I always like to individualize my elimination diet, so I don't just put everyone on the same elimination diet. And that's why my elimination diet is unique again as well. My diet is not necessarily the same as what I would recommend to you or to somebody else. So what you see me purchasing from the grocery store, which is what today's video is all about, you may or may not have the same foods as me for your elimination diet, but I think it's a really good video just showing you how you can get kind of creative when you don't have a lot of foods to eat. So really, I'm just eating meat, fish, eggs, and then A2 dairy. So there's not a lot of foods. The only condiment I can have is salt. I am having some coconut products, and that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, that's it. Olive oil as well. So once again, this may not be your version of an elimination diet, and as I said, it is the carnivore diet. So I'm going to be really upfront and just say it, even though it's not a great word and I don't really like that title, but there you go, that's what I'm doing. So here's what I bought from Harris Farm Markets today. Some smoked salmon. Actually, no, it's not smoked. Is it smoked? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's smoked salmon. Got some smoked salmon. Just check that the ingredients list are as minimal as possible. So we have the tiniest little bit of sugar in this salmon, but that's used as a preservative. So small trace amounts of that is totally fine. The salmon is sourced from New Zealand, that's cool. Okay, so salmon, let's not dwell on things too much. This is for Tom. I'm not gonna have it, but this is my favorite milk, the cold pressed raw milk. It's a really, really good one. They don't pasteurize their milk, so shout out to that company. I found these awesome beef burger patties that just have 100% beef. So perfect if you're on an elimination diet. Check that out. The ingredients list is 100% beef, and it was $2 for one patty, so that's awesome. And you can really see that I was excited, so I got a few. There's a grass-fed one, and then the other one was an organic one. I don't really know if there's that much a difference between them. So I also got a whole chicken. I'm probably just gonna roast this up. So I think quality is important, especially when you're on a carnivore diet and most of your intake is from meat. So I checked that this one was free range, and there's no seasoning or anything on it. So I'm trying to avoid herbs and spices and things like that. Really just trying to keep it simple. I am including coconut products on my version of this carnivore elimination diet. So I'm going to use this coconut butter. Not sure what I will use it for. I know a lot of people use this for desserts and they'll put sweeteners and things in, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not having sweeteners. So I might even just use it to flavor things. But DIY coconut cream. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure yet, but that's what I'm having. I got some yogurt. So I'm not having cow's milk dairy, but I thought I would try some sheep's milk yogurt, just very small amounts at a time. I don't actually know if it's going to be very nice, so I probably won't want to eat more than little bits at a time. But I was thinking I could make like a savory kind of sauce out of this, or have it with my salmon, or just eat it as is. I'm not quite sure, but I'm having sheep's milk yogurt. With the yogurts that you get on an elimination diet like this, you really do want to check that there's no preservatives and additives and things like that. So this one's looking pretty good. I don't actually know if I checked the ingredients. Oh yeah, sheep's milk live yogurt cultures, and that's it. So no sugar or preservatives, which is fantastic. So that's that. I did get some coconut milk as well. This was all from Harris Farm, by the way. So this is just coconut milk. I might make like, I don't know, a drink out of this or something, or a sauce. I might mix this with some egg yolks and make like a nice warm creamy sauce. Then I got some halloumi. Now the first few days of carnivore, I haven't been including any cheese, but I can see myself getting kind of bored pretty quickly. So I thought I would go get some of this. Now, as I said, I'm avoiding cow's milk dairy. This one's made with goat and ew. Yeah, anywho. Again, check the ingredients list and make sure there's no other kind of nasty ingredients, or just any other ingredients for that matter. I'm so excited about this because I was really upset about saying no to butter. And to be honest, in the first couple of days of my carnivore diet, I was using butter because I just couldn't, I felt like I just couldn't enjoy my food without some butter on it, especially meat and all this sort of stuff. I need my butter. So this is goat's milk butter. Can we get the ingredients list? Goat's milk, salt, beta carotene, and that is it. I've actually tried this before. It's really nice. So I hate how the packets are so small. I had to get multiple. I think I got another one. There we go. The lady at Harris Farm thought I was crazy for just buying all this stuff and no vegetables, but that's what you do when you're on a carnivore diet. All right, this is for Tom, pure cream. I'm so jealous. Cream in my coffee is like a staple thing for me, so I'm trying not to have it if I can. Here's some more smoked salmon. This one just like looked a little bit more fancy. So again, there's no additives in here. They've just kind of smoked it in a different way. So you've got to get kind of creative when you're on the carnivore diet, or even any elimination style diet, because your variation is quite small. So you've got to get really creative. Again, with some of this dairy. So this is from sheep's milk. Now just be careful, because a lot of people think feta is automatically sheep's milk, but it's not. They actually use a blend of cow's milk as well. So I had to find one that was just sheep's milk. So this one is just sheep's milk. There's no cow's milk in it as well. So it's just got starter culture and things like that in it, which is good. So this is a good product if you're on or trying to avoid that A1 dairy protein. Got some more of it, as you can see. And then this is a goat's milk version. So once again, check that it's pure goat's milk and it doesn't have any of the cow's milk dairy in it too. That's if you're trying to avoid that cow's milk protein in your elimination diet. I'm really excited for this. Let's just put this, you know, on a pedestal for a second. This is gonna just make so much deliciousness for me. I think I'm gonna just have to slow cook it in water and salt. I don't know if that sounds really gross to you or not, but there is so much flavor in oxtail, and all of the sort of collagen and the gelatin breaks down and all the minerals come out of those little bones, and it just tastes delicious when it's been slow cooked. So I am really excited for that. And then the last thing I got was just some classic beef mince. There's nothing added to that, so that's a safe option. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, A2 milk. Originally, I really wanted to keep dairy just fully out, but I'm gonna go with small amounts of A2 dairy because otherwise I don't think I would be able to do this. You've got to do what you can actually physically do, and I am doing my own kind of version of an elimination diet. Everyone's might look a little bit different, but these are the foods I got from Harris Farm Market. So if you're doing anything like me, maybe you got some tips. I hope you got something out of this video today. I know it seems a little bit crazy just to be eating meat and fish and eggs with no vegetables, but look, this can be an extremely effective diet for many people. And I'm going to link below a couple of videos from doctors who I work with and know very well, who talk a lot more about the carnivore diet and who also talk a lot more about lectins and the benefits of reducing lectins in your diet for some people. So once again, this is super unique and individualized. It's not that everybody should be on a carnivore diet or an elimination diet. And another thing I want to suggest or stress as a dietitian is that anytime you go on an elimination diet, make sure you are tracking outcomes and make sure you are measuring the success somehow, and make sure you do attempt to reintroduce foods to your diet and see how you tolerate things. Because unless you just want to be eating a very small variety of foods for the rest of your life, then it may not be the best thing to do long term, because you are eliminating a lot of micronutrients and your body will stop making certain enzymes and things like that to digest food. So not really a long-term solution, but certainly something that can help a lot of people. Okay, hope you enjoyed this one.